Hello everybody, what is going on? And welcome back to the My Player Career Mode. I hope I find you very, very well. We start today with some training in the hopes that we go to 83 rated, and we do. I knew we were close, and there you go. So, standing at 83 overall now is phenomenal. Very happy with the growth that we've had this season in the Championship, especially with the performances we've been putting in. 21 assists in 24 matches. Today, though, we've got Leeds United to start the day. A very tough game. Following that, it's Reading, Coventry, and Middlesbrough. We might play one of these as post-con, but we'll see. And that will take us through the rest of this month before we jump into the next month, as you see there. So, I'm looking forward to this. If you did miss the previous episode, then you won't have known, but we now hold the top spot. And not only that, we're 5 points clear as well at the top. So, Watford had a bit of a stumble, you could call it, at the back end of yesterday, or not yesterday's episode, last Friday's episode. In case you're wondering and you didn't see the schedule for this series now, it will be every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And if we get time, maybe an extra episode on the weekend. I've got a lot of stuff happening IRL, so yeah, just wanted to make sure that we get a schedule set up, ready to go, so you know when to expect the episodes. And we'll try and get as much out for you as we can. But still undefeated. Halfway through the season, 5 points clear. We look to take this Norwich side back to the Premier League. Even if we're not going to be in the team here at Norwich next season, it'll be quite cool to get them up into the Premier League. So we'll try to do what we can. But as I said, Leeds United first. Let's go to the match. And here we go then. Here are the two lineups on today's match. As you see with Leeds, Casilla in goal. Dallas captains the side. Lorente, Struijk and Demisi at the back. Poveda, Cook, Klitsch, Bissouma and Stevens in midfield. Rodrigo up front. Very, very pacey Rodrigo as well. You might remember when we played for Arsenal, he did score a few goals against us in a Leeds United win, if I remember rightly. So let's hope he has a bit of an off day today. For us though, Krul, Ayrton, Zimmerman, Linehardt, Byram, Sorensen, Tribal, myself, Stiepermann, Buendia and Martinez. And as we march on to the league title, let's not have our first defeat here. It'll be interesting to see what sort of style Leeds decide to adopt in this one, because arguably they're not favourites. And usually they like to attack, especially being the home side. But inside 5 minutes, Norwich's dominance continues. Martinez, thumping header, and we take the lead. I did not expect to see a goal so early on in this one. By the way, as well, I don't know why Ellen Road isn't in the game yet, but I was assuming that was supposed to come in an update, but it's yet to do. So we are playing at the East Point Arena as it's known in game. But in any case, what a start for Norwich, and what a header from Martinez. Casilla didn't even try to dive because he knew that ball was going in the back of Leeds United's net. 1-0. Leeds looking for a pretty quick response though, as Lewis Cook in possession finds Poveda. Poveda goes back here for Rodrigo. Great feet from him as he opens up the space. And now Lewis Cook with the shots. And it is an equalising goal almost instantly from the home side. Very well worked as well. I actually can't remember if Lewis Cook was in the probable lineup before we kicked off, but he started the game here. And he fires home into the bottom corner. But great work by Poveda and Rodrigo. Especially Rodrigo as he turns and gets past one of the defenders, and at that point finds Cook, who still has a lot of to do. Don't get me wrong, you know, Tim Krul's not an easy goalkeeper to find a way past, as we've seen so far in the series, but fine finish, and it's back to game on here. This could be quite an entertaining game for us to play, but equally so, we don't want to lose it. Martinez, great ball over the top to Stiepermann, and how about that to take the lead once again in the game. Tell you what, we've been put under pressure a little bit here from Leeds, but we withstood it, and our very first time really into their half, and it is a brilliant move. Look at this from Martinez. I didn't even see the pass to Stiepermann, but somehow he spots him, and our striker's now got a goal and an assist to his name. It's an incredible finish as well on the full volley from Stiepermann. Casilla again, no chance. 2-1, and we've not even reached half-time yet. What a move that was. I mean, just look at that possession stat. 82% to Leeds United. And yet, we are the side who leads 2-1. I don't think I've ever seen it that much in favour of an opponent of ours. That is incredible. 82% of possession. I mean, we've had 2 shots, scored them both. Oh, look at this! Look at this! What's just happened to Leeds' defence there? As we are now through on goal to make it 3-1 Norwich. Oh, we put it wide. Oh my, how have I missed that? How have I missed that then? I panicked a little bit, I think. I had so much time. I should have finessed it. What am I doing? I'm not going to get an easier chance than that all season. I really won't. And the fact that I've missed that, I feel like I deserve to be substituted. That is an awful miss. In any case, that should have been 3-1. And the very limited possession that we've had, we could have been 2 in front heading into half-time. Instead, it's still 2-1. And Leeds still look a little bit lively as well. So we will still have to defend here. As Lineheart goes with an over-the-head kick pass back, which gives Leeds an opportunity right at the end of the half here. Pervader then on the left-hand side. Unable to find a cross just yet, but he keeps hold of possession. Now finds Lewis Cook, who's found Rodrigo, who's looked very good in this first half, but he's dispossessed well, and we will get into half-time in front, it looks like. And there is the whistle then. Very strange first half here, but all in all, we are in front. 15 minutes to play. Rodrigo finds Roberts. Leeds still have possession. Nice ball to Somerville. Oh, it's wide. And that is a massive chance wasted. Struck it well, but it's just gone narrowly wide of that bottom corner. That was close to a Leeds equaliser. Oh, what is that for a pass back? I don't know what we've just done there. And that might have given Leeds the chance. Brilliant work here. Tyler Roberts is in. And we're made to pay for a mistake. Excellent work from Mateusz Klich to lay it on a plate to Tyler Roberts. It's Leeds 2, Norwich City 2. Right at the end of the game as well. That hurts a little bit. I did say I didn't think the goals were finished there. But I did not think it would be in the 91st minute. Oh, man. And you have to look back at that and wonder what on earth that pass back was. I don't know who played it. But yeah, it was a really strange ball back to, I think, Zimmerman, who headed it forward and lost possession. And that really, really is annoying because we should have got the win here. We should have ended up with the 3 points. And also, you look at the miss that I had then at the end of the first half, really, where I put it wide. I have to take some responsibility for that miss, but also just question what we were doing there late on in the game. And Leeds' press, in the end, causes a few problems. It's probably a fair result 2-2, but that big chance that I missed, man. Anyways, on to the next game. Watford were able to take advantage of our slip-up against Leeds and have now clawed the gap back down to 3 points. At least I think it was 3 points. Yeah, so want to get back to winning ways here against Reading. There's the 2 lineups for you. And with home advantage, I expect us to win this game. Also, our value right now has skyrocketed. We're worth like 70-something million, which is mental to think about when you're playing Championship football. But anyways, we will be back in the Premier League next year. Whether or not that's with Norwich or back to Arsenal, time will tell. So far, Reading defending pretty well. Here is Martinez, though. Great touch. Now to Stiepermann, whose shot didn't have the pace or the accuracy really to test Andresen, who catches it relatively easily. But Reading proving to be quite a difficult team to break down. And actually, when they've got the ball as well, they've been quite positive with it. I'm wondering if maybe we sort of hit a little blip in form, if you will. Because against Leeds, we weren't able to dominate as much as we were hoping. And then here as well, Reading down in 16th during this match. We've not started the game as well as we know we can, as I make another mistake there, giving away the ball really cheaply. Great ball out to this left-hand side, though, from them. That's a nice move, and Richards' effort saved by Krul. Great turn from João, and this might be a chance, and Tim Krul has to make the save. That's brilliant work, though, from João there for Reading. We could have been 2-0 down in this game, to be fair. But when you have Tim Krul in goal, you know you can rely on him. Reading making things very tough for us here, though. But as we try to work our way through, I don't even know how we still got possession. I'm not even sure. And the fact that that has actually just worked is ridiculous. Oh, man. Needed a bit of luck. Well, I'm not having the best episode. Let's just say that. And here, I don't really know how we managed to get that ball back, but we did. And then just sort of lifted it to the back post. Martinez able to find a little bit of space and then volley it home. Harsh on Reading, who don't really deserve to be behind here, but we've got to do what we've got to do. We need to take the lead any way we can. And the last thing we want to do is lose that 5-point gap that we had at the start of the episode. Because for the first time, we were able to sort of open a gap between us and second place after taking top spot. And then when you draw to Leeds and allow Watford sort of back in it, if we'd have got a draw here as well, which we still could, there's still half an hour to play, and Watford win, it'd move the gap down to, I think, a point. So, yeah, to start the day on 5 points clear and then end up only a point would have been pretty bad. But we are in front, and now we've got to do a job of holding on to this. Maybe a second goal is what's needed. If we find it, I'll feel pretty confident the points are ours. Here is Pukki. Has just come on for the goal scorer. Now Buendia into the middle. Stiepermann trying to win the header, but Morrison comes away with possession. And now we've got a bit of space to work with. Now we need someone in the box. There's the pullback. Pukki! More! What a block that is! But actually, I need to see it again because I'm wondering, did it hit him on the arm? If not, that is tremendous defending. So we'll get a quick look at it here. How do I turn off the trainer indicator off? And we'll move it to this angle because this is world class. So Pukki looks set to score. Smashes it. Referee, I think that is a handball. And handballs are switched on, ladies and gentlemen. So not only would it have been a handball, it would also be a red card as well. Yeah, I mean... well... It does strike him on the arm. And if his arm isn't out there... Does that... Yeah, that goes in. So, Moore... As much as I praised him for the phenomenal defending that he just showed there to block it... If his arm is not out there... That's going in the back of the net, I believe. And I think Reading have got away with that. 20 minutes to go. Still Norwich 1, Reading 0. And if we go on to draw or lose this game, that will be the talking point right there. Look at the space over on that far side for Buendia. Instead, we pick out Pukki. I actually meant to find the ball to Buendia, though. That was the best pass, I think. Because then Buendia would have had so much time to pick his spot and find it. Pukki does get the shot away, but he drags it wide anyway. And we approach the end of this game. It's a very close 1-0 win, it looks like, if we do end up with the win. But all in all, performance-wise, can't fault it. Because first half, Reading were in the game. Second half, we dominated. And arguably could have been 2 or 3-0 in front here. Here is Pukki again. He's been pretty good since coming on. He's caused them a few problems. Pukki finds the ball through. Leitner, surely. Thank you very much. 2-0 Norwich. Game, set, and match. And there is the full-time whistle. 2-0 the final score. And our first win of today. And I will see you for Coventry. I think I'll play the game as post-com. Maybe throw some music over it and just show you the goals from the game if there is any. If not, the chances, I guess. But yeah, we'll come back for the live game against Middlesbrough later on. So, Coventry have now beaten both of the league leaders, whilst being bottom of the league themselves at the time of playing the game. Yeah, we don't talk about that game. We move on. I've actually got a slight injury, which means we're not fit for the Middlesbrough game, which is alright, I guess, because it means we also get some time to rest and regain fitness, along with being injured. It's only a 5-day injury. But also it means we're only 3 points clear now of Watford. Middlesbrough down in 19th heading into this one. Why does it say play match when I'm injured? I'm assuming it'll just tell me to sim, right? Yeah, there we go. All right, quick sim. Placetta is the player who replaces us on the left-hand side. I'm expecting us to get a win here, I want to say, but I don't entirely know. And it is a win, a 3-0 victory. Byram with one of the goals, and unfortunately I can't move back up there, so I can't see who scored the other two. But yeah, good win that. And now we've got West Brom, it looks like, to end today after that disappointing defeat. So 1 win, 1 draw, and 1 defeat. And actually, as well, I'm quite surprised by the fact that our only defeat came against Coventry. But I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. Actually, are we going to be back for this game? It doesn't look like we will be. It's in the Cup anyway. I thought it was a league game, so I'm not too bothered. It does say play match, and I am supposed to be fit. But, yeah, I'm going to sim it because my fitness isn't full, and also it's in the Cup. So we'll just go ahead and sim the game. Quick sim. See if we can get through and beat West Brom here. We did just win that last sim game. A 2-0 win this time. Martinez and Buendia with both goals, and we do advance through. So who will it be then to end off today's episode? Who are we facing? I didn't expect us to get this far, but it does mean we move into a new month as well. I know we've got, is it Bournemouth coming up in the next month? I don't think they're at the start though, so it won't be Bournemouth. Let's advance the days. I do have some training to do, but I'm actually not going to do it just yet. What I don't want to have happen is me get like super duper good and then already be like really high rated in the championship. So for like the training and such, I might go to every 2 weeks from now on. But we'll see. So it's going to be Blackburn for our final game of today. So yeah, let's head into this. And will we end up with more wins than draws or defeats? There is the predicted lineup that Blackburn will go with. There's ours as well. First half of football that we've not even looked like creating anything in, as we play a 1-2 with Sorensen. Our tempo is just way too slow at the moment. Sorensen goes with the ball back in. Martinez is there. And that is a much needed goal. The first thing we create all game, and we've taken it, but yeah, it looks like we've run out of steam a little bit. We're just very slow on the passing and such, and allowing teams to kind of be proactive against us, whereas before we were the team sort of piling the pressure and teams were having to react against us. But that's not been the case today. You know, you look at the results as well. 2-2 against Leeds earlier. That arguably, yeah, that miss that I had if we'd have scored. We win that, then the draw, then the defeat against Coventry. And then the start to this game against Blackburn has not been anywhere near what we're capable of. But at half-time, we do go in 1-0 in front. And quite honestly, I'll take a boring 1-0 win if it means we get the points. Martinez, Stiepermann, lovely ball into our path, and we've got there as well for number 2. Game is ours. Clinicalness as well, having to be on show here. And when you look at the chance that we had earlier against Leeds, I thought we were about to see the exact same outcome. But this time, we were able to find the back of the net. Nice ball through from Stiepermann as well. It's a similar position, actually, to that we missed earlier. But this time, instead of going with a driven shot, I just went with a regular shot. And that probably should have been what we did earlier, but we didn't. So, learn from your mistakes. And on this time of asking, that crucial second goal is ours. But Blackburn here might be able to find one back, as they nearly do through Gallagher. And it will be a corner ball for them. That was a thumping effort, which I'm not quite sure how Krul kept it out. But he did, and that's very calm from Leitner as well, just to head that back to our goalkeeper. Lineheart wins back possession and plays the ball forward, but there is full time. And that, my friends, will bring an end to today's episode. Of course, we'll take a look at the league table as I mute the in-game sound here, and we can look at the match facts as well. I mean, we got the job done, but yeah, 2 shots, 2 on target. You're seeing it there. We weren't at our best today. That remains to be said, but sometimes when you're not at your best, you just have to grind the results out, and I feel like we've done that on a couple of occasions today. Yeah, we move on anyway. We'll put that down to just an off day. And so that is how the table looks. 28 games have been played. Our first defeat today. We had 1 draw, 2 wins alongside that as well. Watford, take a look at that, have actually dropped below Sheffield United. So 2 points behind them. We are, 7 clear of Sheffield United, 9 clear of Watford. So, yeah, decent gap for us to work with. West Brom, Stoke and Bournemouth make up the top 6. Just outside the playoffs, Bristol City, Preston, Leeds United and Birmingham into mid-table where Swansea, QPR, Blackburn, Millwall, Cardiff. And as we scroll down to the bottom half of the table, Peterborough, Reading, Middlesbrough, Sheffield United. Coventry have climbed themselves out of the relegation zone though. Fair play. They started today bottom of the league and have now been able to get to 20th. So, yeah, very well done to them. Sunderland, Rotherham, Huddersfield and Portsmouth, the remaining teams in the Championship. We'll take a look as well and see how Arsenal are getting on. I'm sure they're doing better in our series, our save, than what they are currently in real life. Premier League, this is how it's looking. 22 games played. Liverpool top, City second, as you expect. Arsenal into 6th. Spurs, Chelsea and Manchester United make up the top 6 as well. And we'll have a little look down the bottom end, see who is where as I scroll through. Derby County with only 6 points to their name look like they're coming back to the Championship. Let's just say that. But a massive thank you for watching today's episode. If you did enjoy it, a like would be greatly appreciated as always. Huge thank you for all of your support on the channel as well. Stay safe, everyone. If you are new around here, like what you see, hit that subscribe button. And I will see you all again with another episode on Wednesday. Until then, have a great day. Have a great evening. Adios.